Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Greater Boston League Baseball. Everett making their second trip here to Fraser Field. They were here against Classical, so they're looking for a split. They lost to Classical. They'll try to beat English. English will try to get a little closer to 500. They're 3-5. Everett looking for their third win. Again, it's always like old home week for me. I did Everett football for 25 years. I made a lot of friends in Everett. So whenever I do an Everett game, it brings back some memories. Andres Figueroa on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's throwing to his catcher, Elian Pena. And it's still hard for me to look out and say Lynn English in black and white. They were always red and gray. We finally got a good day. It's a little overcast. The sun pops out every once in a while. And it finally reached 70. And unfortunately, this being Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, you're going to go right back to the 50s and 60s. Although we're getting there slow but sure. Esteban Paula, head coach, has been there. Well, he's been in English for a long time. He was a player there. And a good one. He's the head guy. I apologize. I did not get the name of the head coach for Everett. He's brand new. This is his first year. Not a lot of fans for this one. English has got a few. On the Everett side, 7 or 8. Alex Lara, the catcher, will lead off for the Crimson Tide against the Bulldogs. And he had a duck under that one. He just saw his life pass in front of him. St. Mary's boys lacrosse over at Manning Field. Hit shortly to center field. Coming on. Nice play. Guillermo Galva takes a hit away. It looked like it might be a Texas leaguer. I'm dating myself. But Galva comes in, got a good jump, made the diving catch. So a quick out to start the game. Now, Davey Santana, he's the pitcher. Down and in for a ball. High for the ball, goes to the backstop. Hit in here again. Calva with another long run. Takes it away from the shortstop out in left center field. Covered a lot of ground out there. So 2 quick outs on fly balls to center field. Javon Bubarina, the center fielder, hitting from the left side. Way up and out for a ball. Swing and a miss. Chase the pitch was up and away. Chased it again. Figueroa getting help on those last two pitches. Everett has not been one of the baseball teams over the course of years, but they certainly have been one of the football teams. 3 times he chased that pitch. 3 times he missed it. So 1, 2, 3 inning. Thanks for a nice play in center field by Galva. Figueroa picks up a strikeout. And English will get a chance to get on the board first. It'll be Gilmer Galva. How many times you make a very nice defensive play and lead off the inning? Center fielder leads off. Terrell Benson, the third baseman, will bat second. Batting third and playing right field, Gamaliel Calderon. The shortstop, Henry Manzanilla, will hit fourth. Batting fifth and playing first base, Gilbert Galva. Batting sixth is the DH, Wilfredo Perez. He's hitting for the pitcher, Andres Figueroa. Jordan Hernandez, the second baseman, will hit number 7. Catching and batting eighth, Elian Pena. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, playing left field and batting ninth, Elijah Wallace. Nordavi Santana on the mound, throwing to Alex Lara. Greater Boston League Baseball. English and Classical. It's like the 4th year they've been in. They left the Northeastern Conference and moved over to the Greater Boston League. It's hurt them quite a bit because, unfortunately, the MIA considers the Greater Boston League low on the list of leagues. So when the new evaluation used to be just take the records of the teams, line them up. Best record plays worst record. Now the record is, at minimum, it's third. The first criteria for the tournament is the league you play in. Second criteria is the schedule you play. So if you play nothing but GBL teams, you're going to be way down the bottom of the barrel, no matter what your record. Link Classical knows that. The basketball team a couple of years ago went 20-0 in the regular season, and they're on the road going to Cape Cod for their first game. So they know all about it. High and tight for a ball. Missing inside for a ball. And I don't really go along with that. I like the idea of statewide, but it would be nice if they made it east and west like the NBA. And then get it down to the final, semis final. Because you wouldn't have to travel. You wouldn't have to get a visa if you're a Lynn athlete or an East Coast athlete to travel to the Cape. A couple of years ago, one team had to travel to the edge of New York to play a game. Terrell Benson, the third baseman, will be the hitter. The runner takes off, in with a stolen base. Didn't wait long to get in scoring position. Benson throws right, bats left. High for a ball. So a walk on the stolen base gives English the first runner in scoring position. He takes off at third, swing and a miss. Safe at third, he stole third. That was a little closer than the play at second. So the leadoff hitter, Galvin, is at third with nobody out. Swing and a miss. He chased two high pitches and swung right through them. So Santana gets his first strikeout. Kimberly Calderon, the right fielder, another lefty hitter. He wants a base hit. He wants to at least put the ball in play to bring Galva home. Hit foul is going to go out of play. Off to the left side, up in the seats. Hit in the air to left center field. Long run. Not going to get there. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Bounce it between the left and center fielders. Calderon gets an RBI. And English grabs a very quick 1-0 lead. Let's see if they send Calderon to steal second base like they did Galva. Kendry Manzanillo, the shortstop. Hits it in the air. Center fielder drifting over almost to right field. Reaches high in the air and makes that catch. He covered a lot of ground. The right fielder wasn't close. He went a long way. Through right center, almost to right field for the second out. Gilbert Galva, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Missing inside for a ball. So they sent Galva right away. Calderon has anchored at first base. Solid shot to left field, over the left fielder's head. All the way back to the fence. They're going to send the runner home. And he's going to score easily. He dives head first, but he could have walked in. A solid shot by Galva. All the left fielder could do was turn around and chase it. So a big 2-out double. Gives English their second run. Wide for a ball. Wilfred Perez, the DH, hitting for the pitcher, Figueroa. In for a strike. This is not what Everett wanted. They didn't want English to jump out quickly. Wide off the catcher. The wild pitch will move the runner to third. So Galva's at third with 2 outs. Way up and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. Got his money's worth and swung right through it. Swing and a miss again. So he gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, but English gets 2 runs. An RBI single by Calderon, an RBI double by Galva. And when Figueroa takes the mound for the second inning, he'll have a 2-run cushion to work with. It's English 2, Everett nothing at the end of 1. The third baseman will lead off the second inning for the Crimson Tide. In for a strike. Hit in the air. Calderon, the right fielder, goes a few steps to his right. As we did in the first inning, we got a quick out in the second inning. John Longmore, the first baseman, is the hitter. On the corner for a strike. Good fastball. That had a little bit of mustard on it. Swing and a miss. In on the hands. He swung right through it. High for a ball. Hit to center field. Galva on his horse again. Lost his hat, but made the catch. He's got 3 putouts. 5 outs, 3 of them by the center fielder. He got a good jump on that one. He covers a lot of ground out there. Albert Santana, the shortstop, is the hitter. That one sails over his head, almost hit the backstop on the fly. Figueroa lost his hat, lost his grip on the ball. On the corner for a strike. In on the hands, he swung right through it. I'm not sure what the catcher Pena was doing. Even if it was strike 3, it would have been 3 outs. He threw the ball to the third baseman, Benson. Line short in the left field for a base hit. Well, Santana gets the first hit for Everett. Figueroa had retired 5 in a row. Charlie Gustavo, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Everett takes off. They'll steal second base. Everett says, if you can do it, we can do it. So they have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Pretty good lead at second base. Right down the pipe for a strike. So steps off, trying to keep the runner close at second. Swing and a miss. We told you he had a huge lead at second base. They threw it down. No chance. He steals third. He was at third base almost before the catcher caught the ball. Chased that pitch. It was way up and in over his head for strike three. So both the first and the second innings have ended with strikeouts. The difference is Everett got a base hit and got a runner as far as third. Two strikeouts for Figueroa. Everett leaves a runner at third. And we'll move into the bottom half of the second. It will be the bottom three in the order. 7, 8, and 9. Jordan Hernandez, Elian Pena, Elijah Wallace. For the Bulldogs, leading it 2-0. Again, you look out and you see dismal clouds over the park. Off to the left is a little bright. Still not blue skies, a little bright. And you think it's just back where we were before, the horrible weather, but it's not. People are out shorts, short sleeve shirt. It reached 70. So we finally had a decent day. Jordan Hernandez, second baseman, will lead it off. Santana will start his second inning. In for a strike. Quickly 0-2. High for a ball. The 1-2 pitch. High and tight for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Swing and a miss, he gets him. So he ended the first with a strikeout. Starts the second with a strikeout. It's his third. And Elian Pena, the catcher, will be the hitter. In for a strike. It was a leadoff walk that hurt Santana in the first inning. Galva came around to score. Chop to the first baseman. Pitcher hustles, loses his hat, but's there to make the play. Pena's out. The play goes 3-1. In case you're keeping score at home. Elijah Wallace, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Just a high chopper. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. But great hustle by Santana, the pitcher, to get over and cover and take the throw. Down the way for a ball. Yes. Down again, 2-0. In for a strike. Pushes the count to 2-1. Hit. That might have made it up here if it was a little bit higher. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In inning number 2, with English leading 2-0. So we got deuces all over the place. It hit him on the helmet. I was wondering whether they're going to call it off the helmet or off the bat. Way up and in. So Santana won't get his 1-2-3 inning. Galva has walked and scored a run. He walked, stole second, stole third, and scored. The runner takes off. Big jump. Easy pickings. Two for 2 stolen bases for English. In for a strike. Down and away, the catcher didn't realize he was going. He steals third. That's 4 stolen bases. Galva stole second and third. Now Wallace does the same thing. The pitch was down and away. Lara went down and got it. Missing down and in. So English has another runner at third with 2 outs this time. And Galva draws his second walk. So after 2 quick outs, a hit batsman and a walk have extended the inning for Jerry L. Benson, who struck out swinging. The runner just took off. He didn't wait for the pitcher to throw the pitch. He just took off. Galva steals second. They were probably hoping they'd try to make a play on Galva, maybe steal a run. Nice stop again by Lara, the catcher, keeping the runners at second and third. Up and away for a ball. Camalia Calderon on deck. In for a strike. Missing for ball 4. So I got a strikeout and a ground out. First baseman and pitcher covering. 2 quick outs. But hit a batter, walked the next 2. And they have the bases loaded for Calderon, who got an RBI shingle. Sliced it into left center field. Getting an RBI. Nice stop by Lara. Pitch down and in. Hits it foul off the catcher. Slices it foul again off to the left side. Way up and in, almost hit him. Hit foul back. So once again, we'll have the payoff pitch up and coming. Runner should be off and running. I thought it was 3-2. Now it's 3-2. I missed a pitch. So now the runners will be off and running. And another walk. 3 in a row. He gets his second RBI. So an easy run scored by English. They have to put the ball in play. Hit batsman and 3 straight walks. And all of a sudden it's 3-0. Manzanillo, the shortstop, flied out to right field. There's 1 trip. Hits it foul. Hit it well. Got way out in front of it. Pulled it foul past third base. Hits it high in the air. Long run for the catcher, third baseman. Can't get there. It bounces up and into the seats behind the English dugout. So we'll do it again with Manzanillo. Swing and a miss. So he started with a strikeout, ended with a strikeout, but in between he hit a batter and walked 3 in a row. And Everett being very gracious guest, giving English another run without a base hit. We played 2, English leading Everett 3-0. Bottom 2 in the order, then back to the top of the order in the 3rd inning for Everett. I'm not sure where the first baseman's going for that play. That was a ground ball to second base. Galvin, the first baseman, went 15 feet to his right. Luckily, the pitcher got there to cover first. So Santiago was out. Play goes 3-1. So English had one of those 3-1 plays. Everett had one of those 3-1 plays. Now English has one as well. But Galva, that was an easy play for the second baseman, Hernandez. He was right there about to field it. He would have had nobody to throw it to because Galva was standing in front of him. Luckily, Figueroa covered first. So 1 up, 1 down. Anderson Santana, the right fielder. Chase, that pitch was way over his head. Look at buses coming and going with lacrosse players. Almost pulled the trigger. That was way over his head. He almost went after it again. They just finished up lacrosse, and St. Mary's, and now I believe it's the Lynn Jets taking over at Manning. Hit foul to the backstop. That didn't miss by much. That's a tough pitch to take. Chase, that pitch was way over his head. So Figueroa's got to strike out an inning. That's his third. Hoppiola Lara looked like he had a base hit. Gilmer Galver out in center field made a nice running catch, diving and picking it off the turf, taking a hit away. That led off the inning. Curveball, he backed away. The curveball just broke late. Good pitch by Figueroa, but it just broke late and stayed inside. Good fastball for a strike. Up and away for a ball. Down and away for a ball. He hits him on the back. So both pitches have hit a batter. Davey Santana, the pitcher. He got a great jump, no chance. He was off and running. So Everett is 2 for 2. Actually 3 for 3. They stole second and third. high for a ball. So 2 quick outs. Then a hit pass from the stolen base should have given Everett a runner at second here in the 3rd inning. He didn't throw anything to second base. He spun fake like he threw it. Second baseman dove like it went out at the center fielder trying to run a play, get the runner off second. In for a strike. Santana flied to center field in the 1st inning. The runner takes off for 3rd. So they do it again. First base runner, after a hit, stole 2nd and 3rd. Now after the hit batsman, they steal 2nd and steal 3rd. So again, it's a runner at 3rd with 2 outs. Same as it was in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. And I think the catcher Pandy has to get together with what the count is, because he was throwing it back to the pitcher, thinking it wasn't an out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning after hitting a batter. Everett leaves another runner at 3rd. And for English, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 as we start the bottom of the 3rd. And now it's going to be Alex Lara taking over on the mound. So Lara will come from behind the plate, and we can't make out the number of the catcher because his equipment is covering his jersey. Sebastian Fang is the new first baseman. So we'll have to wait and see if they took Santana out of the game. And they might have put Narin, the first baseman, behind home plate. In for a strike. Gilbert Galva doubled in a run in the 1st inning. So he's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Hit a shot and a half over the left fielder's head. Way high for a ball. And the left fielder, I think, remembers him because he's playing a very deep left field right now. Swing and a miss. So So Santana goes 2. He gives up 2 base hits. Walked 4, struck out 4. Gave up 3 runs, and they were all earned. Nice play by the first baseman, going back over his head, picking it. One up, one down in the third. Hit. Nice play by the second baseman. Santiago had to go way to his right, just a little half blooper. But he got there and makes the play over to first base. So 2 up, 2 down in the third. Jordan Hernandez struck out swinging. High and tight for a ball. Low for a ball. High for ball 3. In for a strike. Hernandez can still be fussy with the count 3-1. And ball 4. 5 walks given up by Everett pitching. And let's see if Hernandez steals second base. Everybody else has. Elian Pena hit a bouncer down the first base line. The first baseman pitched it to the pitcher, covering for the out. The play going 3-1. Hit off the pitcher's glove. They're going to have to hurry. Nice play by Lara, the pitcher. A shot off him, his glove. He had to go get it. Stayed with it, made the good, strong throw. That's a very nice defensive play by Lara, the pitcher. So this time the walk doesn't hurt. And for the first time in 3 innings, English is off the board. And the change for English is going to be Kyle Furlong taking over behind the plate. So we finished 3. English 3, Everett nothing. And Kyle Furlong is not taking over for Pena behind the plate. He had the equipment on. He was warming up Figueroa up. I thought they were making a change, but they're not. Javon Bubarina was the center fielder. He's now the first baseman. Bats left, throws left. Hit foul to the screen. He struck out swinging back in the first inning. In for a strike. Backed away a little bit. It was on the inside corner. Hit foul to the backstop again. On the inside corner, right on his fist, he swung right through it. Oh, Figueroa keeps it going. He's got a strikeout in every inning. I'm not sure if he's not the catcher now. He was the first baseman. But Buberini came in from center field to play first base. They don't give us any. Bounces in for a base hit. That's the second hit for Everett. And I'll bring up John Longmore, the third baseman. He flies to center field. There's one trip. And there goes the runner again. This time they throw him out. Pena threw him out. It bounced. But the nice tag made by the second baseman, Hernandez. So the hit is thrown out at second base. That's the first throw out. Everett was 4 for 4. Way inside, stepping away in on the hands, and he swung right through it. Figueroa got a lot of help on that pitch. Swing and a miss again. And the infielders were starting off the field, thought it was strike 3. Pena, the catcher, looked and said, what is it? They're not keeping very good count of what the count is. High and tight for a ball. Yeah, that's ball 4. First walk given up by Figueroa. Albert Santana, the shortstop. Single, stole second and third, and gets stranded there. Yeah, we got a trip going out to the mound. We have a number 12 for Everett on deck. I have no idea who he is. He's not on the roster they gave us. So the conference breaks up. Everett and Pimento will go out, warm up in the bullpen. I'm not sure why Figueroa hasn't thrown that many pitches. He's only given up 4 base runners, and one of them was thrown out stealing. And that's ball 4. Well, strikeout, a hit. That throw out at second is huge now. If they didn't throw him out at second, the bases would be loaded with 1 out instead of 2 on with 2 out. High and tight for a ball. I'm still saying this is Charlie Gustavo, the left fielder, but he was number 18, not number 12. Missing again for a ball. He was coasting a little bit. He started the inning with a strikeout. And he hits another batter. And all of a sudden, the bases are loaded. Ronaldo Santiago bounced out first base from the pitcher covering. That was the play when Galva, the first baseman, way to his right, took the hit away, or the ground ball away from the second baseman, Hernandez, and he had to throw it to the pitcher covering. Figueroa, good hustle getting over there. Missing wide, the count's 1-1. Pena becomes important now behind the plate, trying to stop anything from going to the backstop with the bases loaded. Didn't miss by much, but it was outside. Hit in the left field for a base hit. They would have had the runner at home, but they dropped the relay. Santiago with a big 2 RBI shingle. If Benson catches that throw, the runner's out at home plate. He had it and he dropped it. I was kind of surprised they sent the runner. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. And they have the tying run at second base. Anderson Santiago struck out swinging. And that goes to the backstop. Now the tying run is at third, the go-ahead run at second. As the wheels come off the wagon here for Figueroa here in the 4th inning. He lucked out. How big is that play now? Throwing the runner out at second base, trying to steal. In for a strike. High and tight for a ball. Hit him on the helmet. Second hit batsman in the inning, third in the game. And the bases are loaded again. That's going to bring Coach Paula out to the mound. And I think we're going to have a change. I think it's going to be Elron Pimentel coming in the game. All of a sudden, he struck out a batter, gave up a hit. The hitter was thrown out trying to steal second base. But then 2 walks, a hit batsman, a base hit, and a hit batsman. Talk about a turnaround. Figueroa gave up 1 hit and 1 base runner, a hit batsman through 3 innings. In this 4th inning, he hit 2, walked 2, gave up 2 hits. High for a ball. So he gave up 2 runs. Gave up 3 hits, 2 of them in the 4th inning. Struck out 5. Hit 3, 2 of them in the 4th inning. Walked 2, both of them in the 4th inning. It goes to the backstop. That's off the catcher. That's a wild pitch. That went off the catcher's glove. And all of a sudden, Everett has tied the game up with 3 in this inning. Hit the shot. It took a lot of time, and it threw it in the turf, and 2 runs are going to score. He waited a long time to throw that ball. All of a sudden, it's 5-3 Everett. 5 runs in this inning. No, Davey Santana, the pitcher, is the 9th hitter in the inning. It started with a strikeout. Next batter got a hit, thrown out, stealing. 2 outs, nobody on. And they scored 5. And a few Everett fans who are here all of a sudden come alive, and the English fans are holding their breath, don't understand what's going on. The runner takes off. It goes to the backstop. He's going to keep going. He steals second and goes to third on the wild pitch. Third stolen base by Lara. So things looking good for English going into the top of the 4th, leading 3-0. All of a sudden they're down 5-3. All are scoring after 2 outs and nobody on. Squares the bunt, takes the pitch for a ball. Two-hit batsman, 2 walks, 2 hits, and the error on the ground that could have ended the inning. And here's another walk. Javon Bubarina went from center field to first base. He started the inning striking out. He struck out both times against Figueroa. Easy steal to second by Santana. Hit to first baseman. Galvo beat Pupamina to the base. So Bubina makes 2 of the outs in the inning, leading off and ending it as they send 10 to the plate. They score 5 runs, 2 base hits, 2 hit batsmen, 2 walks and an error, and a partridge in a pantry. And all of a sudden, we're at the halfway mark. English's 3-0 lead has gone by the boards as Everett now leads it 5-3, and English will have to make a comeback. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Bulldogs as we start the bottom half of the 4th inning. Elijah Wallace, Gilmore, Gilmer, Galva, Jarrell, Benzin will face Lara on the mound, and for the first time, Everett pitching will have a lead. Looking around and seeing the different numbers, I have to assume that it was the first baseman, Naron, who was gone behind the plate. And starting pitcher Santana went to center field. Elijah Wallace got hit by a pitch and scored a run. Calderon's going out to the bullpen to loosen up. In for a strike. So Lara now becomes the pitcher of record. Santana's off the hook. Down and in for a ball. So Santana can't get the loss. Lara could get the win. Figueroa's on the hook for English. High for a ball. In for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Way down the way. Swing and a miss, he gets him. First strikeout for Lara. Gilmer Galva hasn't been up officially. He's walked twice, but he scored a run. He got English off and running, literally. Walked, stole second, stole third, and then scored on Calderon's single, as English got a quick 2-0 lead in the first inning. Tries to bunt, pops it up. Nice play by the catcher, Naron. Trying to get it down quickly and beat it, but he popped it up. So 2 quick outs. Terrell Benson, the third baseman, struck out and walked. Everett plays probably the deepest outfield I've seen in any of these teams. Right fielder, center fielder, especially the right fielder. Solid shot. If it's fair, it's out. Long gone, way over the fence, up on the hill, behind right field. Benson got all of that. It was as high as it was deep. So English gets one of them back. A shot and a half. As soon as it was hit, it was out. Was it going to stay fair? And it was easily fair. A moonshot over the right field fence. High and tight for a ball. Hit to left field. Long run for the left fielder. Off his glove. He bobbled it. The error will allow Calderon to reach. He's on for the third time. Long run, but the left fielder had it in his glove and just dropped it. So Calderon's got a hat trick. Singled, walked, now reached on an error. He's on 3 different ways. Henry Manzanillo, fly to right, struck out swinging. And he didn't even look at the runner. He just walked to second base. So the tying run in scoring position. Another solid shot to left field. Deep. This one's foul out of the ballpark. Almost hit my car. My car was right there. English thought they had a lead. Manzanillo hit that a ton. Got out just enough to pull it foul. Another solid shot. Pulls it foul again. It bounced over the fence. He's threatening my car twice. Two solid shots, but got out far enough out in front to pull it foul. Way up and in. Into third. And if he could have got up quick enough, he might have been able to score. He went to third. They threw it down. It bounced away. Shortstop Santana backing up nicely, but then it went off his glove and rolled away. Tying run at third for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fourth. They're checking with Calderon to see if he's okay. Looked like might be his hand or his arm going head first in third base. So he's okay. Another solid shot to left. It's deep. Is it fair? He just missed a home run. At the last second, it just curved to the left of the foul pole down in left field. He's hit 3 shots. Strike 3, took the pitch right down the middle after 3 solid shots. 2 of them could have been home runs. He looked at the pitch right down the middle. English one back on the blast by Benson over the right field fence. We've completed 4 in this Greater Boston League battle. Everett leading English 5-4. Aaron Pimento will start inning for the first time. He came in relief in the 4th. Should have got out of it with a ground ball to short. They threw it away, and that was the 2 runs that scored on that play that gave Everett the 2-run cushion until Benson hit that home run to make it 1. And then Anzanillo almost hit 2 that were just foul. That would have given English the lead. Armani Naran is now the catcher. He's flied to right, singled, and got thrown out stealing. He was the one that got the base hit with 1 out in the 4th and got thrown out stealing. They had 2 on, nobody out. And then they scored 5 runs after that, sending 10 hitters to the plate. High and tight for a ball. Figueroa was good through 3 innings, but then English pitching has gone south in the 4th inning. Hit foul up in the seats. He was ready to throw, and then he stopped and stepped off. And it's ball 4. So the leadoff hitter reaches. John Longmore, the third baseman, flied to center, walked and scored. And we'll have Sebastian Fang running at first base on Naran. Now that he's the catcher, you can run for him and with no penalty as many times as he gets on. I would assume they're going to steal second base. They throw it over trying to keep him close. I don't know how much that's going to work. That one bounced to home plate. A couple of feet out in front. Nice stop by Pena. Bounces again, and that's going to get the runner to second base. So the walk and the wild pitch puts the runner in scoring position. Pimentel bounced those 2 pitches to home plate. Way out in front of home plate. And now Pena wants to talk to his pitcher. And the Everett coach wants to talk to Longmore. So 5-4 Everett with that big 5-run 4th inning. Now have the leadoff hitter on here in the 5th. Way up and in. scoring the bunt. English has been very gracious host. 2 walks, 2 hit batsmen, and an error, all in the 4th inning. And here's another walk. And that brings a trip out to the mound from Coach Paula. English cut it to a run with a home run by Benson. And how Everett gets the first hitters on. Julian Rodriguez is coming in the ball game. He's going to left. Left fielder Wallace is going to right. And the right fielder Calderon is going to be the new pitcher. So Calderon is coming on to try and stop the bleeding after consecutive walks that put runners at first and second. Now there's a big discussion going on with the umpire. Coach Paula at English discussing something with the umpire. Base umpire coming in. I'm not sure what this is all about. Everett made a wholesale changes. English is doing the same. They bring Calderon from right field to pitch. They move the left fielder to right. They bring in Julian Rodriguez to play left. And Rodriguez will be the one that's being hit now, or hit for by Wilfredo Perez. This will be the 3rd pitcher for English. Long discussion with the coaches, the umpires. I'm not sure what this is all about. I don't know what it can have to do with substitutions, because all they do is bring one off the bench to play left field, move a couple of people around. Everett did basically the same thing. But this is a long discussion going on. Whatever it was, I guess they got it settled, because Albert Santana will step in the box and face Calderon. 2-1, nobody out here in the 5th. Santana was singled, walked, and scored one of the 5 runs. Safe. Again, that's a pass ball off the catcher. And the runners move up to 2nd and 3rd. So a long conversation about something. English will bring the infield in. Off the catcher again. He didn't slide home, but they score. So the wild pitch brings the run in. They get the run back. They get their 2-run cushion back. Longmore moves over to 3rd. Yeah, off the catcher again. Payne having trouble holding on to the ball. In for a strike. Good fastball for a strike. Hit foul off to the right side. Out of play. And that's ball 4. 3 straight walks to start the inning. 3 pass balls off the catcher's glove. Everett has a run home. They have first and third with nobody out. Charlie Gustavo struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored. And the runner takes off and goes. And he steals second. He was just going. They turned, looked, then they turned, looked to third. They didn't have a play. So it winds up second and third. High for a ball. In for a strike. Calderon throwing hard. Maybe overthrowing a little bit. In for a strike again. Strike 3 called. Ronaldo Santiago bounced out, first baseman and pitcher covering. He got a big base hit, knocked in the 2 runs. In that 4th inning, a big two-out hit, knocked in 2. And then they got a wild pitch and an infield error. That gave them 2 more and gave them a 5-3 lead at the time. Hit foul to the backstop. Way up and in for a ball. Missing inside for a ball. Up and in again, ducking away was Santiago. Hit foul back. Major league wild pitch, all four. Way over the head of everybody to the backstop. Fourth walk in the inning given up by English. Anderson Santiago struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored. And he threw another wild pitch over everybody's head. Everett has not put the ball in play in this inning, and they have 3 runs. 4 walks, 3 passed balls, a couple of wild pitches, and those last 2 were major league wild pitches. High again. I mentioned he's throwing hard, but he's probably overthrowing. Missing wide for a ball. That's ball 4. The beat goes on. Six hitters, 5 walks, surrounding a strikeout. English cut it to 5-4, and now Everett pushes it to 8-4. They're looking for a split here at Frazier Field. They lost soundly to Lynn Classical, and now English is giving him the lead. They're giving him everything in this game. They only have 3 base hits. They got 8 runs. High and tight for a ball. Way inside for a ball. A lot of mustard on the pitch, but has no idea where it's going. Just, as I mentioned, overthrowing. That one's in for a strike. Strikes have been few and far between in this 4th and now the 5th inning. Missing inside. Hit the shot. To second for 1. They turn the double play. So they finally get out of the inning. Not before Everett puts 3 on the board without a base hit. 3 straight walks, followed by a strikeout, and 2 more walks. Wild pitches, passed balls. And all of a sudden, that 3-0 lead that English had is now 8-4 Everett, going into the bottom of the 5th inning. It's been a long Monday afternoon. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for English as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. We were moving right along quickly through 3 innings. All of a sudden, Everett sends 10 to the plate in the 4th inning. They send 7 more to the plate in the 5th inning and made it even longer with all the bases on balls, wild pitches, pass balls. So Lara will start his 2nd inning of work coming in relief. Now he's got a little more of an edge. Now we're going to get Gilmer Galva going out to warm up. So it looked like a quick game, has been anything but. Again, English being very gracious hosts, giving him 5 runs in the 4th and giving him 3 more in the 5th. It's 8-4, and Everett has 3 hits. They got 2 hits in the 4th, and one of them was thrown out trying to steal. So they really only got one hit in the 4th inning and scored 5. They got no hits in the 5th and scored 3. So talk about a giveaway. Down and away. Hit foul to the backstop. Gilbert Galva doubled in a run, popped to the first baseman. That's going to go down in that grassy knoll behind first base. Swing and a miss. Gets by the catcher, and they're not going to get him. He's going to reach. So we've had everything else. Galva reaches. Lara will get a strikeout. Julian Rodriguez going into play left field. I thought Perez would be hitting for him. Perez struck out, grounded out, but Rodriguez will be hitting. That might have been what that discussion was all about. That's going to be a base hit into left center field. Around second, on his way to third, and in with a double. Is Rodriguez. So second and third with nobody out for Jordan Hernandez, who struck out and walked. In for a strike. In for strike two. Stepping out and getting time. Swing and a miss. Lara gets a strikeout for the first out. It's his third strikeout. Elian Pena, the catcher, bounced out first base and a pitcher covering, and a bounced out pitcher to first base. Hits it foul. Hit it hard off the pitcher, and Lara made a nice play going behind him, picking up the loose ball and throwing a strike to Berberina at first base for the out. High for a ball. Elijah Wallace is the on-deck hitter. Lines it foul down the first base side. Little tap of the shot. Third baseman holds on to it. He had no play. So we get a strikeout that reached, a double, and now an infield hit. And all of a sudden, Lynn English. I'm looking at Lynn Tech players who are playing the next game. English has the tying run at home plate. And Beato was going to run for Pena. So bases loaded with one out for Elijah Wallace. In for a strike. Top of the order, Gilmer Galver on deck. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. I'm looking at the team that Tech is playing next. They're coming in. They didn't pull into the parking lot on the baseball diamond and let the players walk. They pulled in the parking lot at Manning Field, and they had to walk 8 miles to get into the baseball diamond. Tech looking for Raleigh to get back in it. Waved at that pitch. He just half-heartedly swung at that. So it's a feast or a famine. We got 3 on, but we got 2 strikeouts in the inning. Gilmer Galva walked and scored, walked, and then tried to bunt and popped up to the catcher. Way up and in for a ball. Got under it and popped it up. Long run for the third baseman. He's going to run out of real estate as it's over the fence and out of play. Cover got under that one and pops it way up in the air. In for a strike. I'm looking out to the outfield from center field around to right field. There are way out deep. There's white clouds and blue skies. Right over the ballpark are big black clouds. Missing inside. Everett wanted that one, but it was way inside. Took that pitch. Lara was walking off the mound like it was strike three. Big pitch coming up for both teams. The payoff pitch. Everybody running. It's ball four. Calvert draws his third walk. Everett gives one of the runs back. Bases are still loaded. But Jarrell Benson, who struck out, walked, and hit a shot and a half as high as it was deep over the right field fence. And he was trying to do it again as he swung right through that pitch. Low for a ball. Another solid shot, but he got out in front and pulled it foul. Hit that one a long way. That got the English fans excited a little bit. Lynn Tech's baseball team playing the next game has been here for a long time. Chop to first base, they flip, and they get the out. That's the third time we've had first baseman to pitcher. So English has a chance to go a lot more. They get one. They've cut it to 8-5 through 5. Everett leading it over the Bulldogs in this Greater Boston League battle. 2, 3, and 4 for Everett as we start the sixth inning. Davey Santana, who was the starting pitcher, he got off the hook. He was taken out, losing 3-0. He's now the center fielder. He flied to center, struck out, and walked. Pena putting his earpiece in. That's a new addition. You don't have to, but the catcher can be virtually mic'd up. So the coach can just talk to him, not have to take time out, tell him what pitch to call. In for a strike, 1-1. So English had an opportunity. Bases loaded, one out. Then they got a walk, brought a run in, but then a big strikeout and a ground out. Get Everett out of the inning. That one bounces to the backstop. English pitching has had trouble finding the strike zone with any kind of regularity. And there's another walk. Nine walks, 3 hit batsmen by English pitching. Javon Bubarina goes to the backstop, and he's going to keep going. He goes all the way to third. Bubarina struck out twice and bounced to the first baseman. On the corner for a strike. English again brings the infield in, trying to cut off this run. Center fielder Galber is playing almost a deep second base. He's not very deep at all in center field. In fact, the outfield is very shallow, even in right field. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Third time he's gone down swinging. Amani Naron was the first baseman. Now he's the catcher. Fly to right, singled and got thrown out stealing, and then walked and scored. He had one of the 2 hits. They scored 5 runs with 2 hits. His hit, he was thrown out stealing, so they really only got 1 hit in that 5-run inning. And there's another hit batsman. Fourth hit batsman by English pitching. 9 walks. And 4 hit batsmen. Yeah, it's a pretty good plan for Everett to score some runs. That's 13 base runners without swinging the bat. John Longmore, the third baseman, fly to center. Walked. Both times he scored. Pitch in for a strike. So a walk, a wild pitch with the runner going all the way to third. A strikeout and then a hit batsman. And it's first and third with 1 out. They haven't tried to steal second. I figured that would be automatic. And there he goes. So second and third. The runner at second has been up twice, walked and hit by a pitch. The runner up at bat, walked twice and scored twice. The runner on deck, got a base hit, walked twice, scored twice. Chased that pitch in on the hands. So the runner at second base, the runner at bat, and the runner on deck walked 5 times and scored 5 times. Down and in for a ball. Calderon is just, let me throw it as high as I can. Let me see if you can hit it. and they haven't, but they haven't had to. The 5-run inning, the 3-run inning, and here in this inning, they've only put the ball in play twice, and once the runner was thrown out trying to steal. Swing and a miss. He chased the pitch. So again, it's either a feast or a famine. It's either a walk, a hit batsman, or a strikeout. We had 4 fly balls in the first 2 innings. And we only had 1 ball hit out of the infield since then. Popped up. Second baseman makes the play. So the walk and the hit batsman don't hurt. English gets out of the inning. Again, it's an inning with no hits. 3 hits. I sound like a broken record, but 3 hits in the game for Everett. One of them was thrown out stealing, and they're leading 8-5. Five runs on 1 hit and 3 runs on no hits. It'll be 3, 4, and 5, the middle of the order for English as they try to get back in it. They're down 3. It's been a very long game with all the walks and hit batsmen. Everett pitching has only walked 3. And that's the major difference in the game. When you can fit 5 base runners or 3 base runners, without swinging the bat, and English 13. Calderon, the pitcher, singled in a run, walked with the bases loaded, getting an RBI, reached on an error. So he's on base 3 different ways. Pops it up. Long run for the left field. They're not going to get there. It's out of play. In for a strike. Up, foul back. Drops low for a ball. Popped up. Shortstop. A couple of steps out in the outfield. Makes the play. One up, one down. Henry Manzanillo. Fly to right. Struck out swinging. Last time was called on the strikes, but he gave the English fans a lift. He hit 3 shots to left field, 2 of them over the fence. In between the 2 over the fence, 1 bounced over the fence. And then he took a pitch right down the middle for strike 3. And that was with the tying run at third base at the time. Swing and a miss. He gets hit. Everybody getting hit. Missing inside. Gilbert Galbert doubled in a run, popped to first base, struck out and reached and scored a run. So he scored 1, knocked 1 in. He's 1 for 3. The runner takes off. Shot. Just skipped out past third base. Solid shot. Just went foul. Hit solid. The little lob toss. If they went quickly, they might have got a double play. That was hit hard enough. But they just kind of threw a slow pitch, underhand lob to the shortstop at second. They get the lead runner. So there's 2 outs. Julian Rodriguez came in to play left field when they changed pitches. He's been up once, and he got a double. Pop back foul. Up in the seats. Nice stop by the catcher, Naron. Hit to short. He looked like he was going to try and beat the runner to second base and then flipped it to the second baseman. So the first out was 4-6. This one is 6-4. Well, I got a hit batsman. But they're out of the inning, and English is down to their last 3 outs as we finish 6 in this Greater Boston League battle. Everett 3 outs away from getting a split here at Frazier Field. They lead English 8-5. Bottom 3 in the order for Everett as we start the 7th inning. Gustavo was struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored, and struck out. In for a strike. That one bounced way out in front of home plate. In for a strike. Well, you can hear that ping from the catcher's glove when he throws that pitch, but trying to throw strikes. Up and away, almost went after it. Strike 3 call, good pitch. Ronaldo Santiago bounced out, first baseman, a pitcher covering. Single, knocking in 2 runs, scored a run, and then walked. So he's 1 for 2, knocking in 2 and scoring a run. Almost half the offense. Tenth walk given up by English pitching. Anderson Santiago struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored and walked. And he's scoring runs, they're getting on. They're not getting big hits. They're getting walks and hit batsmen. In for a strike. There was only one error, but it was a big one by English. That brought 2 runs home for Everett. Quickly 2 strikes. He stopped by Pena, pitching the turf. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Two away. Alex Lara, fly to center, got hit by a pitch. His ground ball was the one that was thrown away that gave Everett their first lead at 5-3, bring 2 runs home on the error. Last time up, he bounced in with 6-4-3 double play. So he's hit, the last 2 times he's hit the ball a shortstop. Bounces off the catcher. The wild pitch will put the runner at second. hit to third. Nice pick at first by Galva. So almost a 1-2-3 inning. They give up the walk. Everett is down. English is down to the last 3 outs. Everett 8, English 5, going into the bottom of the 7th. Eward Beato will pinch hit for Jordan Hernandez, who had struck out twice. Sam was in between. He walked. So English needs 3 to keep it going. 4 to win it. Way up and in for a ball. We mentioned Everett trying to get a split. They lost big time to Classical here. In for a strike. Strange game. English pitching has walked 10 and hit 4. Swing and a miss. They've only given up 3 hits, and one of those hits was thrown out stealing. Everett got their 5 runs in the 4th inning, 2 outs and nobody on, and they scored 5. Strike 3 called. Nine strikeouts for Everett pitching. Julian Pena bounced out. First baseman to pitcher covering. Then bounced out. Pitcher to first base. And he got an infield hit his last time up. Tech baseball team has been sitting around for a very long time waiting to play their game. Way up and in for a ball. Hit the short center field, coming on, drops for a base hit. Pena gets his second hit. Elijah Wallace got hit by a pitch and scored. Last 2 times up, he struck out swinging. Both of them against Lara. And he gets hit by a pitch. Everett's hit 2. English has hit 4. Gilmer Galva walked and scored. Walked, popped to the catcher trying to bunt. Walk, getting an RBI. The walk came with the bases loaded. So all of a sudden, the tying run is at home plate. Down and away for a ball. So the English fans started to get into a little bit with a hit and a hit batsman and the tying run at home plate. High for a ball. And that's ball 4. Terrio Benson would love to duplicate his home run back in the 4th inning. He's the winning run at home plate. I hit batsman and a walk. I've loaded the bases. Down and in for a ball. In for a strike. Those black clouds have gone. It's cleared up nicely. Strike 3 called on the corner. English out of their last out. Calderon, the pitcher, can help himself here. Now he's the tying run at home plate, but there's 2 outs. High for a ball. In for a strike. Henry Manzanello, the on-deck hitter, hoping he gets a shot. Hit foul. English is on to their last strike. Hit the center field, right at the center fielder, and Everett's going to win the game. Hit it well, but he hit it right at the center fielder. So a bizarre win for Everett. They got 3 hits in the game, and one of them was thrown out stealing. They scored 5 runs in the 4th inning with 1 base hit. They scored 5 runs with nobody out. They got 3 more in the 5th with no hits, as English walked 10 and hit 4. And they virtually gave this game away. English had a walk by Galva, an RBI single, and an RBI double in the 1st inning, took a 2-0 lead. After a hit batsman, a couple of walks, a walk with the bases loaded, brought in a run, made it 3-0. And then Everett got the 5, got 8. English got a run back in the 4th with a mammoth home run by Benson. They got another run in the 5th. A strikeout. Galva reached, went to 3rd on a double. And then back-to-back walks forced in the run to make it 8-5. English threatened in the last inning. They loaded the bases. They had the winning run at home plate with 1 out, a big strikeout, and then the fly out to center field gets them out of the inning. And Everett will pick up their 3rd win of the season to go 3-8. English will drop to 3-6. Galva had 4 walks, knocked in a run, scored a run. Benson had a walk and a home run. Calderon had a base hit, knocking in a run, a walk that forced in a run, reached on an error. Gilbert Galva had a double for an RBI, reached when he struck out, scored a run. Julian Rodriguez entered the game late, got a double. Hernandez reached on a walk. Pena had 2 base hits. Wallace got hit by a pitch and scored a run. He actually got hit by a pitch twice and scored a run. But it was 3 base hits for Everett. 2 of them, 1 in the 5th inning. 1 in the 2nd inning meant absolutely nothing. 1 hit in the 5th inning knocked in 2. The other hit was thrown out trying to steal second base. Other than that, it was walks and hit batsmen that got all the base runners on for Everett. And they had those 2 big innings. The 4th inning, 5 runs with 1 hit. In the 5th inning, 3 runs with no hits. It was enough to wipe out a 3-0 English lead. And Everett wins it by a score of 8-5. They'll go to 3 and 8. English will drop to 3 and 6. So 8-5 English over Everett here at Fraser Field. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.